Already got them on there.
Already got them on there.
Oh, okay. We're live. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, all. Oh, it's not live?
It's live, but I gotta put on Patreon so they can see it.
Oh, they can't see it right now?
No.
No, start it over then.
Start it over. Yeah, you don't have to. Please don't know. But now I'm more concerned because I'm locked in. Courtney, give me the truth out your chest. Now, can you give me your motherfucker locked in?
Oh, Fudge, I need it when you come get through. It's low. It's gonna die.
It got charged Fudge. It's whatever. People acting up. They do let them know live on Patreon 2 minutes. No, say
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hello to everyone.
Hello.
We're just a little bit tired. We were doing a lot of work in the center and we went for a nature walk today and got a lot more ahead of us.
I'm gonna see what she said.
Guys, I need my phone when you're done. Hello, Marsha. How you doing, niece? All I want to say is a heart of gratitude.
Got Jamal in the building. Hey,
hello, Jamal. How are you, King? A heart of gratitude and love and great expectations. Embracing our contrast.
She said she good. Marcia said she good.
No, text her. Go and get some yerba and sweetgrass. Before we start our readings, does anybody have any questions? Any questions? This is QA time for us. Guys, excuse my appearance. Got a lot of work we got to get done. Cannot neglect our beautiful family. I just want you guys to know that we've had some reviews on our full moon and new moon rituals. We're waiting for these people to upload them. Jobs, relocations. So much greatness is going on for those of you that are doing your rituals, your new moon and your full moon each cycle. Communing with the spirit and nature. We got a lot of reviews that are coming up. Can I burn sweetgrass? Mm-hmm. I like sweetgrass. Courtney's going to do the invocation, guys.
Okay. Cast the circle 3 times about, release negativity. Cast the circle 3 times about, release negativity. Cast the circle 3 times about, release negativity. We call upon our ancestors, the universal force, divine feminine and divine masculine. We call upon our light team, the cosmic elders, all elements of life from the north, east, south, and west. That's earth, air, fire, and water. We call upon our spirit guides and spirit animals, our archangels, those that lead us and guide us throughout the day. We thank you for everything that you do. We honor you and we want to bring you into our session on today. We thank you for everything. Love you, and we will always love you forever.
For the first 2 people in the room tonight, we're doing a one-day ritual of your choice.
Ooh, Marsha and Jamal.
Okay.
Yep.
If you want to
Already
just
got
go
you.
ahead and go in inbox, we can go ahead and prepare that. Send us your petition, or if you'd like something out of the store, you could do either or.
So out of the store or a one-day ritual.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're asking the ancestors to come in into our reading. Okay, we're burning sweet grass in our cauldron. And this is yerba, which is for purification purposes.
Yes. Those two smells smell real good together. It's a good flow. Let me see what she said. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess that's like a thank you.
All right, so we're going to start. Nobody has any questions. We're just going to speak to you intuitively tonight. Courtney's going to do 3 and I'm going to do 3. I don't believe in calling anyone out, doing readings while on anyone in the presence of anyone else. Okay. Some things are supposed to be between you and source and the conduit or the seer. And so we prefer to do our readings this way, unless you have a reading with us. Oh, guys. Ooh. Uh-oh. And now if you don't want a ritual, we can do a reading for you. So it's up to you. Okay, I have 2 cards two of my cards were pulled by source. I'll just pull the last one. Wow. So 2 of her cards failed, 2 of mine fail.
Well,
source pulled 2 of ours.
Whatever one, it jumped out.
Okay, source pulled hers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta.
Oh, you got some call. Let me take it. Oh,
yeah, you can.
I'll go.
Okay. Just 1 second. The same call. Nope, decline it. Okay. All right. So I'll start. We have the Page of Pentacles. And when we're talking about pentacles, we're talking about money and security. This is the first card that source allowed to fall out of my hands. That's the first one. And the High Priestess card being the second one that fell to the ground at the same time. And then I pulled this card on my own, which is the 10 of Wands. Hey, Tiffany, how are you, darling? Okay. And we know that the page always come to give us some news. Okay. So what is the page saying about money? I'm reading tonight from the Golden Tarot. This is the author is Liz Dean. And I'm going to read to you what she says about the Page of Pentacles, which is in reference to God. I'm sorry, 1 second. Let me take it.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. Hold 1 second.
Well, I can read. Well, I don't want to confuse you. I'll wait. Okay. So when she comes back, she'll be able to read her Page of Pentacles. I also pulled out of the Pentacles. The ancestors pulled all 3 of the cards. And the first card that popped out of my hand was the 6 of Pentacles. And it talks about give and take, equilibrium, and harmony. So it says faith is restored after a period of difficulty. Cooperation and teamwork benefit all in business matters and personal relationships. says that the querent achieves success in worldly matters, but mindful of how it feels to be at the other end of the scale. Okay, so let me just break that down. So what the ancestors and source are saying is that when you get to a place to where you want to be, whether it's through prosperity or love or whatever it is you desire, and that comes to you and you vibrate high enough to get that, don't get to the point to where these things make your happiness, because when it does, and the ancestors are gonna give you a test to see if that's the case. Because when something has to be let go, or you have to give out, or you end up losing something, you take a loss in some kind of way, or some type of unexpected trouble comes, and then you feel like, oh, the world, my life is over, and this and that. You get real dramatic, because remember how you were when you had that money, you had this and that, you were happy and excited, and you felt like you were just on top of the world. But when that happened, when a certain situation come up, now you want to get mad, when you should just be mindful of, oh, okay, you know well, I got the money, that I got this unexpected bonus, or I got this great job, and I'm happy, but I'm not overly excited to where I'm gonna lose my mind, because I know if I get like that, then something's gonna come and see if that's the case, and if that is, then I'm gonna be heartbroken, or that's gonna mess me up. So you never want to get too happy or too sad, because that's not balance. You want to be balanced. So being balanced is being mindful. So if I get something and I'm excited, I'm just going to be thankful and honored, and I'm not going to go all the way over the top and do something crazy, because I know how it feels to be at a point to where I needed what I had now. Okay, so it's not being fearful. A lot of people get being fearful and with balance mixed up, and that's not it. But it also goes on to say that should maintain generosity towards others. So whoever, it may be a couple of people who this card is aiming to, but you may be that type of person to that when you're having a down time or a down, hey Hawthor, how you doing? When you're having a down moment, and you feel like when something comes up that's positive, you just lose your cool. And when that happens, it's not balanced, so it's going to automatically throw out resistance, because it's like, okay, ancestors, source, universe are seeing you like, we got to bring this person down, because we know if this person get too excited, then this could happen. So we're going to have to throw a curveball in there to stop this, because it's not balanced. And then you won't be able to do the things that you were supposed to do, or that your path, your journey is calling you to do, because you feel like you got it all, which is why that card popped up. Also, with anything with pentacles that's related to finances, it's also related to earthly matters. So this card is all about this dimension. It's nothing related to your spiritual side with this. Although this card is spiritual because it's giving you a lot of insight, but it's not concerning those things that are spiritual, like the element of water and the swords, those type of suits. So that's what this card has to say. So I'm just letting you know, when you find yourself getting too excited, calm yourself down, because you don't want to attract something that's going to bring you down to the point to where you got to be calmed down. Right, so that was my first card, and now she can finish her card. Let me see what Hawthorne said. Hold on, Hawthorne, I'm gonna check your message.
Okay, it was better. You heard me.
Yeah, I heard you.
Apologies and.
Okay, that's what she said. Got it.
Okay.
All right, I'm doing my first card.
Okay, so talking about the Page of Pentacles. I missed your first one.
I could tell you.
Okay, what was it about?
Well, it's funny because we talk about this every day, but how people, they find themselves, like, let's say you win a lottery, and you just go all out, you get real excited, you start screaming, you start yelling, you just doing too much. And so I said, when you find yourself getting like that, you're gonna try to either calm yourself down so you can realize that being mindful and realize that, okay, I remember how it was when the other day I didn't have this.
So you're talking about the scales being balanced and
Mhm.
justice.
Yes.
Okay, who's dealing with a court situation?
Well, with this,
Oh, that's your first card?
yeah, this is my first. That's my last one.
Oh,
It's
but they
still
all
running
kind of run together.
together.
Okay, gotcha. Well, somebody has some good news about money. Is this what the Six of Pentacles were?
Yep, give and take, equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
Harmony.
Okay, so we know that the Page of Pentacles brings good news about money. Okay, he comes with the news. So the upright meaning of this card, it says, as a person, the page is responsible and diligent. Who are you? It's somebody out there. He symbolizes hard work and a mature attitude. And he advises that you keep on top of money matters to avoid shortfalls. You will be solvent, meaning all things will be taken care of, but avoid unnecessary spending, okay? Extravagance.
Mm-hmm. That's a seat, just like
And
that.
focus on
that.
longer term financial goals. So who are you that's getting all this money and you want to go out and be extravagant? Source is saying, don't do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Take that money and focus on your long-term, put it aside for your long-term goals. Your new projects are favored in this time. Okay? This is good news. And we want to say thank you to the Page of Pentacles for bringing us this message. Very beautiful, awesome, love it.
All right, so now that brings us to the sword suit. So this is dealing with mental, of course, and the element of air. And also, this is either an inner conflict or an outer conflict. I mean, internal or external. So let's see what the Five of Swords is saying. And I forgot, I'm reading from Tarot Wisdom by Catherine Davidson.
Who's that?
I know her, but I can't remember her name. She make a payment next week.
You want to grab it?
Yeah.
Okay, while she's doing that, guys, I'm sorry. We got a hotline. It's been going on, court cases and other people calling in. 1717. I just called that number. So while she's doing that, let's talk about the High Priestess card, secrecy, what's done in the dark. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, this is a major arcana, and this is a high card. Okay, when we talk about the High Priestess, we're talking about things of the past. We're talking about spirituality, your intuition, and wisdom. And I like to think about shadow work, okay? Let me narrate the card for you. It says the High Priestess stands before a veil hung between two pillars, which separates this world from the spirit world and the consciousness from the unconsciousness. A book shows her higher learning and wisdom, and the pomegranates, which are behind her, the fertility of her mind. So she has a very fertile mind right now. She's taking in a lot of information. Her sign is the moon. There goes the secrets. There goes the phases, the darkness. Okay? Links her with Isis Hathor, the fertility goddess. Okay? The goddess of magic and fertility. And this is what Liz has to say about this card. She says, new wisdom. Your intuition is expanding. Who are you out there? Somebody is really, really honing in on their intuition. They're learning to trust the first voice. This is what I hear Source saying. You're trusting your first voice. You're not allowing that second voice to talk you out of what you're supposed to be doing. Bear with me, guys. Your intuition is expanding as you grow in confidence, and you're very confident now. You're beginning to share with your family. You're sharing with your friends. You're calling things as you see it. You're really owning this gift. This card often arises when you sense you are on the right path. You know you're on the right path. Creatively and spiritually, things are firing up for you on both ends. Follow your instincts towards people and places, and they may take you to the next level of learning. Your instincts is going to take you to the next level of learning. This is an emotional card, revealing deep feelings and work you may do in secret. Some of you are really working. You're doing the shadow work. You're dealing with your lower self. And you're doing it in secrecy. You're not talking much about it, but you're really owning yours. Source is pleased. And so whenever we're working, whenever we're talking about secrets and darkness, we know that this is the ground for great things to happen. Some very great things to happen. Hold on, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying to me. Very beautiful card. What are they saying?
Oh, okay. So I think that was Hathor and looked like Marshall. Listen, a couple of them. Hathor said, "Me, I went to buy a car this week and changed my mind." And Jamal said, "I just pulled a page of Pentacles last night. Ooh, Yafa, I gotta tell you what I spoke to the ancestors about. That's me to the T."
I'm telling you, this is a strong card. I know it is you. This card is something very serious. This card is powerful. Begin to trust your instincts, your intuition. Do not let that second voice talk you out of it. Source is saying, be stronger than you've ever been before. The race is not given to the swift, but the one that endureth. I hear Source saying, begin to pull deep within. If you're doing shadow work, I promise you, your instincts are on it. You just got to trust. Some things are going to change. Some things are going to change. I see changes. I see changes. I see trees. I see leaves falling. I see new foliage. I see new flowers blossoming. I see some of them that have died, that have fallen to the ground, but I see such beautiful leaves. Source is saying your minds are fertile. Some of you want to research, but you find something else to do when it's time to really grow, when it's time to really nourish your spirit, your soul. Source is saying get lost in self. Self-mastery. Things will come to you. You don't have to go out looking for them. That doesn't mean you don't do anything. You stay in motion. You keep your emotions going. You get out, you go about, but you'll have opportunities beckoning at you. Okay? Rather than you being on a, what is it called? The hunt.
Yeah, like you
scavenger hunt. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very beautiful card. A card of allowing your past to be your past and dealing with the issues that got you there, that took you there, dealing with those issues, bringing balance, wisdom, femininity, divine feminine energy that's in all of us, male and female. I know people want to own it because they're women, but no, men have the divine feminine in them as well. And we have the divine masculine. I hear Source saying, spirituality. It's time to dive into some areas you've never gone before. And some of you, again, are worried about what people are going to think or say about you. Take the mask off. Take the mask off. Take the mask off. Show yourself. Reveal yourself. Okay? Your second one?
Yes, ma'am. My second one is the Six of Swords, dealing with the mental, so your brain, and the element of air, so how you think. And also, this deals with either external or internal conflict. It says progression, travel, and solution. So there's some traveling for somebody. Somebody's movement is in the play. It says this card implies movement, a physical journey. So you're going to be doing some things in physical. Although it's going to be spiritual, it's going to happen in physical as well. It says a shift in the mental attitude or the overcoming of an obstacle. The change comes after a period of turmoil. So some of you may be feeling like you've been suffering for a long time, or even if you haven't been suffering for a long time, you're just tired of, doing the same thing over and over and over and not seeing any revenue come out of that. But now it's your time. It says you have reached a calmer place, though it may not be a happy one. The six may indicate a visitor from overseas, a useful perspective from an advisor, or the communication of an unusual idea. So the 6 is 4 is talking about all
Homework.
progression.
Go get your book.
Moving forward, happiness.
If I get up, I'm gonna get you. Go get your
Also,
homework
it's talking
now
about
and come in here and sit down.
it brought in the element of water with overseas. Maybe for somebody, I don't know if anybody booked the trip overseas or looking to move out that way. It
Or
could be
maybe
a couple of
cruising, or
things.
are they
Maybe-
vacationing?
Yes, that.
There's one right there. Look in that bag
But
and get your
now
books.
I feel that the ancestors
Go.
are saying now is the time that things can flow a little bit better for you, because now you change your energy. Because at first, nothing was going through because
Mm-mm.
it wasn't being allowed to come through because your energy wasn't right for it. But now your energy is right. Now you can get those things. So because you vibrated high, you change vibrations. So that's my 6 is 4s. That's my second card.
Okay. And I'm
You
off
can
to the
answer that
third. No.
Okay.
And this is the 10 of Wands. Okay. When we talk about the 10 of Wands, this card talks about projects and inspirations. Okay. Projects that you're working on or you're considering starting, and things that you're inspired to do. But the 10 of Wands normally talks about a burden. I don't know if some of you guys have taken on more than you actually can handle. If you're out there, this card is for you. Source is speaking to someone. This is the 10 of Wands. Okay, and I'm going to read from Liz Dings. This is an upright card, and she says there's much responsibility to shoulder. And agreements made in the past have become a great burden, as well as having too much work to do. So you've decided to do some things for some other people, not even to mention what you're doing for yourself. You may be carrying financial or moral burdens. When this card appears early in a reading, it can also be a sign that you are feeling overwhelmed. And see, this card was our last card, which is a future card. So this card is not a first card. It says you may need to lay the cards out again when you have a little bit more mental space. So this does not apply to you. It would if this was our first card. We'll lay them down and we'll pull again. But this card is saying that somebody out here in our audience is overwhelmed. And I don't know if it's because morally you've taken on too much of a responsibility. Could be family matters, could be friends, could be just the spiritual work in general. Sometimes we can get our hands in too much. It's been quite a bit to bear. Some of you have desires, and you're inspired to go back to school. You're inspired to start your own business, and not to mention all of the things that you already have working on right now. This card is for you. My suggestion, and what I'm hearing very clearly, Source is saying, begin to meditate, begin to lighten your load. You are priority. You are your first priority. In meditation, Source will give you where and who to go to next, who you would need to take care of, if anybody. But this card is a warning. You're getting in over your head. You're placing a burden. You're placing too much upon your shoulders. This is getting to be a bit much. It's time for you to step back. It's time to retreat. Self-obligations, meditation, directions. Can't go wrong with that. Go ahead, Courtney.
Okay, so my last card is the Justice card, and this is a major arcana. So it's dealing with a big event in someone's life. And it talks about a fair outcome or integrity. It says, this is all about fairness. It suggests that the correct decision has been reached, or that the situation is the result of your past actions. It may signify a legal judgment, but it is just as likely to appear when you are considering what to do or are worried about doing the right thing. So, right there, ancestors are telling you that if you are worried about either or, it it doesn't matter because you're still worried about something of weighing up options. You felt like, oh, if I did this, I'm losing this, or if I did this, I gained this, but I'm still losing something. And you're gonna lose something either way. But it says that it urges you to weigh up the options carefully and apply rational logic and fairness to the decision making process. So rational is thinking with your conscious mind and not so much of your subconscious right now, because this is a decision that's going to have to be made out of not being so emotional, because you don't want your emotions to break whatever the situation is and mess it up. It says that justice can also be the tarot's equivalent of karma. So bad actions in the past may now rebound, or a kind gesture may be reciprocated in a natural cycle. So whatever you've done in the past, whether it was good or bad, it's coming back now. Um, it also says that justice, just like the Emperor card, urges us to accept responsibility, acknowledge past errors, and act with a sense of responsibility. And that kind of reminds me of a situation that happened on today with one of our clients. This is that card all the way. Um, the client was doing things like this. I'm pretty sure in her past before we knew her, and when we got to know her, she did the same incident, and now she's feeling that karma, like, oh, I can't, her heart is broken. She feels like, nothing is working out no more because of what she did. But now she sees she got to fix that karma in order to stop the negativity from coming. That
Yeah,
reminds me of that card.
and deal with why you're where you are. You want to be, these people want to be free, or you want to get out of the jam that you're in. You want it all to be over, but you can't. It just doesn't happen that way. You got to deal with you, why you're there, what brought you to the courts. And until you can say, yes, I was wrong and this is what I did, I need to change my ways. Nobody just picked me up off the street and locked me away. It was something I did. I broke the law.
Yeah, take responsibility.
Accountability for your nonsense. And it's all about shadow work. It all goes back to this card.
And like we said before, if you did it, it's going to show. It's nothing that you can hide. So you might as well just come on out with the truth, because it's going to show up. And when you lie, you make it worse. So,
is there any questions? I want to let you guys know that we did include you for the full moon ritual.
Yes.
You were all included in our full moon ritual. Some of you gave your petitions, and for those of you that didn't, we asked for protection and prosperity, wisdom, guidance, and understanding, because you need all of them. So that pretty much covers all of this, all territories. But know that when we do those mass rituals, those of you that are a part of the Patreon family, do it at no cost for you. Okay?
Yep, just keep that in mind. All you gotta do is send your petition over and put in your subject line Patreon member. We got you. But we were talking about earlier today with one of our clients that don't that's my train of thought. What you were saying, you want me to talk about when we were saying
placing your going out there.
Yeah.
We're talking about manifesting.
Yeah, so with manifesting, like Mama Yafa said, a lot of people have given up and they don't want to put in no effort because they don't have the energy to do it. But you want the things that you desire, but you don't want to give out energy to get it. You gotta do something. So meditation and cleansing, yes, that's a big part of it. But now that you got that and you own it and you're doing it daily, go ahead and go out, whether you want to pick your car, your house, if it's a job, whatever it is, go to that physical location, start putting it inside your subconscious, because now you're activating that energy. Now you're attracting it. And it'll be easier for you to get it now because that's what you put your mind to. So it's just like me saying, okay, I want that house down the street. And I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna check it out. I'm just gonna put myself inside that house. I'm gonna visualize me walking through the house. I'm gonna, talk to the people about it. Although I might not have the money right now, I'm gonna get it because I put energy into trying to get it. So the ancestors
Your
and
energy
source
is
see that.
attached to it.
Yeah, now my energy is attached to it. Now it's easier for me to pull that into my reality. That's exactly how you want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you put more energy into the things you want and not what you don't want. Because if you do the opposite, you're going to get what you don't want and more. Because you got to remember, the universe says yes to everything, no matter if it's negative or positive. So if you are thinking positive and saying, okay, I hope nothing bad happened today. Well, then the universe said, yes, something bad is going to happen today because you just hope for it not to be. It's going to say yes to everything that you don't want, unless you put in only in your subconscious what you do want. So don't think about what you don't want.
No,
Think
you
about what
don't.
you do.
That's right. Don't give your attention to what you don't want.
If you don't want it, don't think about it. Just say, I'm not going to even worry about it. Go ahead and go on meditation so you can bring your energy up, pull yourself in, and change your energy, and you'll be able to do whatever it is you're trying to do.
Don't stop meditating. Meditating. Do not stop manifesting. Do not stop. You're a creator. You do this every day. A lot of you guys have started rituals. I'm looking from the time that we offered, people were asking us, they feel like, oh, the rituals are kind of expensive. I'm never able to get one. Source said we'll offer the new moon and the full moon rituals. And so people always find a way to pull themselves out of something. Why? Because they don't get it when they want it. It's like a microwave type of situation. It's like it took you forever to get where you are, but you want a fast results. You want a pimp spirit. You want earth, air, fire, and water to work for you. You want the source and ancestors to do it for you, but you don't even have a relationship. Okay, so let's deal with that. So you'll do a new moon ritual today, and didn't that happen? The last new moon, so I don't want to do the full moon. But guess what? If you don't brush your teeth every day, your breath stinks.
And then nothing happens.
Right. Nothing happens. So if you start one ritual on a new moon, you're just breaking away at all the negativity it took over a lifetime to get to where you are. And you got to continue. That's why it's called a ritual, because it's done more than one time. It's done over and over and over and over again. And people look at myself. They look at Courtney. How do we get here? We're manifestors. We don't quit. I'll give up on you before I give up on me. I'm all I got. And without me, there is no you. And without you, there is no me. So we're connected. We need one another, right? Up on me. So I wanted my life to change, and I was responsible for changing my life. You got to take responsibility, and you got to be committed. So every day, a ritual goes down in my household, because I'm in it to win it. I'm not in it to play games. We're not playing games here. And I urge each and every one of you to continually strive for greatness. And it doesn't happen in one time. Why do we do rituals? Why? People want to know, why do you, and it's so necessary. Why? Because we like to communicate with earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. When we fire up our candles, we're dealing with the fire element. Our ancestors can come through either way. When we fire up our incense, we're dealing with element of air. Yeah. Our ancestors reveal themselves through our candles. Our incense smoke. We can see them through the flames. We can feel their presence. When we deal with the element of water, they can move through water and change things for us. When we deal with the element of earth, spirit is also present in our herbs. and salt. Okay? So it's important to us that we stay in communication, even going out in nature. Today, instead of us going to the gym to walk the treadmill, we went out and we walked in nature. And I sang to Mother Earth, spoke of her about how beautiful, the trees were, how they held wisdom, knowledge and understanding, peace, how we are not just sitting at home wishing and hoping and praying the same prayer. We're busy. We're manifestors, and you got to be in it to win it. And you got to become everything outside of yourself. I know people are saying, I don't have the money to do this and I don't have the money to that. First of all, you got to deal with your mind. If you can't deal with your mind, you're a slave to every thought. You understand that you are money. Money is you. You're not a part of to detach from money. Money has to come to you because this is the energy. It flows in time. For those of you that are continually striving and pressing, honey, we see people come and we see them go. I can just right now just tell you who I know is just going to be great. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. You can see it. And you can see it for those of you, those of us that are outside and we're just in it because it's trending, oh, the sage, oh, the pendants, and oh, the head wraps and the tapestries behind them and the cards going out. You're not even, you're so far from it.
You're not even right.
A form of godliness, a form of God, but denying the power thereof. When we say the power within yourself, you're the form of a God, but you don't have the power. Source is saying, get in tune, get connected, and be centered. And I had a dream. I'm going to let you go after I say this. This dream the other night was a very, very, very rough dream. Me and one of my students and my family was in this big, tall condo. Never been there before, but I was there in another dimension, very nice place. And this windstorm came. I never saw a storm quite like it. I've been in a hurricane before. I've seen trees literally pull from the ground and shift across like somebody was pushing it. I've seen that before, but this storm was not quite so. Very bad wind thrusting and hitting the windows. We thought the windows were going to be taken away. And immediately when I came out the dream, I realized that we were safe. Outside of us was a storm. We were able to see it. Source was letting me know you're going to be okay, but there is a foundation that's about to be shaken. Some people's foundations are literally about to be shaken, not to mention what's going to happen in earth. It's time for us to be grounded, rooted, and centered and connected. There is no time for foolishness. There is no time for it.
It's no excuse not to know. Stop doing it.
And we get more calls about today is not a good day for me. You're absolutely right. Today is not a good day for you. You spoke it. Universe is giving you more bad things than you'll ever understand. But until you learn to embrace your contrast, not everything is going to be always good. Everybody's grateful when things are going well, but are you grateful when things are not the way you want them to be? Can you say, I am truly happy and satisfied even when you're tested? Can you say, I'm happy and I'm satisfied? Will you be the one that says, oh, today is I just don't have the energy? No. Or will you face your fears and will you face that mountain and say, you know what? I'm good. And I see this. I see it for what it is. I know my ancestors is going to bring me out. Sources running through me. I have no reason why I cannot climb this mountain. I shall conquer it. This day shall pass. And again, I am prosperous. I am winning. I'm love. I'm happy. I'm patient. I'm kind. And I'm a winner.
Then boom, something breakthrough.
Your breakthrough. What we got?
Brianna said, it's like I desire some type of trade, hair, etc. But I've been going back and forth with finishing my master's degree. And how Thor said, the elements are strong resources for the ancestors experience firsthand. And Marsha said,
Beautiful.
just being a part of your soul family is a part of bringing yourself to source. It is an amazing feeling.
Yes. Thank you. Ashe. Brianna, I don't know if you were here when we pulled this 10 of wands, and you may not be feeling exhausted and over or burdened, but do and I've taken on a lot of things in the past where I've had to allow some to sit, not actually stop them, but just kind of put them to the side and then deal with what's firsthand. So out of love and honor, because I see so much greatness in you, do go within source and ask source, what is it that you should be really working on right now? I have a clue. I know you know, because you are connected, you are centered. Yes, you are a healer. Yes. Okay. But I hear source saying, revisit in meditation. Some great things for you. What Hathor say?
Hathor said that the elements are strong resources for ancestors.
Yes.
She experienced firsthand.
Yes, Hathor. People run from those. People run from those. But you know what? I will not run. I was called to the ancestors. You know why? Because if they transitioned, they left a mark, good, bad, and indifferent. And a lot of them went before they could get things right. They will have to come into this dimension again. But guess what? We honor all ancestors, good, bad, and indifferent, because we are connected. Source is powerful. Source is not all good.
No, okay.
Source can be terrible. Source is terrible. Source takes life, source gives life. We honor source. We respect source. We are source.
It's funny because we watch and see everything that the earth go through, hurricanes, tornadoes, sinkholes, and then we think we're not supposed to go through nothing.
Yes.
When we if something happened that's kind of small, we make it larger than what it is, and just make it all about us and feel like, oh, this shouldn't have happened to me. Well, who would you have wanted it to happen to? Because if you didn't know how you was going to be able to help the next person.
And cycles, growing and dying, earth goes in cycles, yielding her fruit. She gives everything in abundance. But yet and still, we want to be stingy. We want to hoard and hold things to ourselves. See people in need. Source is saying, begin to open up and begin to be centered. Begin to be sensitive. Begin to be compassionate. The highest vibration is love.
Tamika said, hi, goddess.
Greetings, goddess.
Hey, goddess.
Greetings. Some of us are battling those things. We're still in conflict, inner conflict. But it's time now to revisit some situations in our lives. It's time to deal with some shadows. It's time to do shadow work.
I think I read that somewhere.
Stop talking about forgiveness, my sin, and forgive my sin. No, I don't want to be like this. No, this is who you are. Bring all of this into balance. Find balance.
Brianna said, Ashe, yes, ma'am, I will.
I see something great for you, Brianna. I do. And I don't like to call people out and show them up. I was in church, and for many years, I watched people prophesy people's business over the whole church, and people hear it. And some of them was for them, and some was against them, and some prayed against them, and some prayed for them. And I just think that's tacky. To each his own. But I've seen that kind of thing happen before. But I feel led to say this because I feel like we are in a spirit of agreement for you. Okay? And I just want all of you all to send light to Brianna as I say this. I see you doing spiritual work. Now you can go out there and you can get the masters and you can get the so and you can get the so. But I see you going all the way back to this. You're a healer and you might as well cut the chase. I see you right now. I see you working in spirit. Your ancestors need you. They want you. I tried it all. I tried going, sitting in an institution. Nah, quit. This ain't fulfilling. Tried going and being a part of other stuff. Nah, quit. It's not fulfilling. But when I drank from the fountain of truth and facts, a spirit, I thirst no more. I'm right where I'm supposed to be and I'm on time. I didn't come too fast. I'm on time. Does anybody have any questions?
Waiting, but Marsha said infinite love and gratitude to Brianna.
Yes. She's a striver. She's in it to win it. She's wanting to make better things for people around her. Mm-hmm. She has a heart to help people. And she's going by all means necessary. She's trying to figure it all out. Doing the best that she can, knows how. But I want you to revisit. Again, Source is saying revisit in meditation. Okay? We love you guys. Let's talk about the new moon that's coming up. When is our new moon?
New moon.
You might want to get started on your homework. Tell your brother.
In 9 days.
We will have a new moon ritual. We won't stop. I don't care if you send the same petition over and over again. Send your petition.
It's working.
Send your petition. We won't stop. I don't care nothing about it. I have people call me and tell me 9 months later, it happened. Year later, it happened. I don't get worried. When the work is done, I ain't the one performing it, but I know who is, and I have a relationship with it. I have a relationship with Source, the ancestors, the archangels, spirit light team. I have a relationship with them. I talk to them every day. Not one day. This ain't nothing to brag about, but I'm just keeping it real. Not one day go by. I don't talk to my spiritual hosts. I don't even know how people can do it. Every day, every single day, I'm in communication with them. I'm communing. And I know I am a friend.
Tiffany said, this message truly resonated with me tonight, with all that I've been feeling these few days and with the court case.
Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am. I had a lady just call me and she was very irate from jail. She got a sentence and she told me that they gave her, she's a repeat offender for shoplifting. She's supposed to do a very long time. And we took her case. She said they gave her 1 year. She's been in for 10 months. And she was frustrated and she got a little rude with me and she was trying to out-talk me. So I told her, I will not do this with you. And I hung up on her. And we started this with you guys. And we received a call and I rejected her call. She called a second time. I took the call only for her to tell me, I am sorry. I was very frustrated because I thought I was going home today. I said, okay. I said, now you tell me that Source did not do anything for you. Your ancestors did not do anything for you. She said, yes, ma'am. I wanted to finish telling you the rest. The guard told me that they said all I would have to do is 6 months of that year if I maintain good behavior. Then she also told me that the guard said she'll be out in 3 months in June. People do unnecessary stuff. And see, she was about to get that.
That's going to be
that whole thing. She was going to meet that whole sentence and more. And I told her, I said, you got to be careful about how you speak. I said, you're there because of your attitude. And she said, yes, ma'am, I know I'm here because of my attitude. So spirit is moving, source is moving. Source is, listen, y'all, it's already done. It's already in your vortex. The manifestations is for others to see. And that's what we're concerned about.
Yes.
A lot of us are. But when you're like me, when you do it, you know it's done and you just go on. Because I'm not the one performing. I'm just a middle person. Just like if I got a piece of mail and had to deliver it to your house, I know I delivered the mail to your house. It was delivered. It was done. Okay. So with that being said, you got to trust source. You got to trust your ancestors and know and believe that they are not going to let you down. But you got to have a relationship. You got to be in communication with them. And infinite gratitude, good, bad, and indifferent. If today was a not so good day, contrast all day, guess what? I am grateful for this contrast. Oh my goodness. How grateful am I? But when we happy and things going good, hey, I'm happy. You good and good to go. But as soon as something come, ma'am, you got denied the loan. We go, zoom. No, you're supposed to say, I'm excited about it. This is not the place for me to get the loan. Source has another plan.
And keep it moving.
Keep it moving. It's done. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we go off today? We're going to get in our curriculum. We're revising curriculums over here. We're setting up for the beauty station. We're getting ready to do tours and travel, and it's getting ready to be really good with the microblading, teaching the course across the states. Also, we can finance the work, finance the craft, financing the craft, long-term goals. What did we have a person that came in through Patreon? See what's being said.
Brianna said, just bring tears to my eyes, hear them speaking. Source. Marcia said, source never says no. It's just not yet.
Yes. Source says yes to everything. Mm-hmm. So if you're being negative, source says yes, give her more negative. Yes, more negative. But if you're happy and grateful, I'm grateful, source. Angels, how many of you use your angels daily? You came into this dimension. You descended into 3D dimension, third dimension with angels. And you don't tell them to do anything for you. You don't ask them to go out. You don't give them assignments. You don't tell earth, air, fire, and water, I need you today. You don't go in meditation and tell them, I need you over here to turn this around. And the negative energies that's being sent to me, I transmute them in the spirit. Begin to go up into the cosmos and do your work. You do your work in shadow, in darkness. You do your work in darkness. Anything that you want corrected, do it in meditation in the cosmos. When you come out, all you're waiting for is your manifestation.
Marsha said, I have been working with Archangel Michael. He is powerful. And Jamal Samuel said, daily.
Love it. Marsha, Michael is powerful. And some people say they ask Michael to leave to show them that he's near, and they find feathers. So he's very, very good about leaving something of his so that you can see it. But they are all around us. Spirit is so amazing. I feel it right now. It's all over me. It's amazing. And you matter. You matter. You got to love on yourself. You know, I was in the bathtub, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. I was in the bathtub the other day, and I began to scrub my feet because I have a pet peeve about the feet cracking and looking rough. And I began to go at the bottom of my feet, just scrubbing them. And I began to give myself a foot massage and telling my feet, thank you for working for me, and just rubbing on them and caressing them. Your organs. I was telling one of my dear friends, I said, smiling on your organs, letting them know you appreciate them. Smile on your spleen, smile on your kidneys, smile on your ovaries, your womb, your heart, your skin. Just begin to call it and smile. Change your whole attitude. Physics, metaphysics. It's time to get in tune now. It's time to get involved. Body, mind, soul, and body. I'm going to come over there and you're going to get it. Be quiet.
Marsha said that Archangel Michael draws her to the color blue. And Hathor said, I thank Source for the good and bad because it wouldn't be balanced if you didn't have some bad sometimes.
Yes.
What would you look like
Could
in
you,
a happy world? You wouldn't know what it feel like, so you wouldn't appreciate nothing.
It would grow bored so soon.
Be nothing
You
to
wouldn't know the
appreciate.
thrill of being happy because, just
Yeah.
think about people that have everything they want in life. Couldn't even imagine it.
They don't know how to appreciate nothing.
Yeah. So with that being said, I want you guys to know that we love you and we appreciate you. We thank you for our time together. And we'll get back with you guys. What today? It's Thursday. We got to get back on our Wednesday readings, okay? We'll set them up. We'll read next Wednesday. Okay, go ahead and close our circle out, guys. We're going to do our... you doing it?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, ancestors, ascended masters, and master teachers. Thank you, all elements of life from the north, east, south, and west, earth, air, fire, and water, with spirit hosts, spirit guides, spirit animals. I want to thank the cosmic elders. I want to thank the whole entire light team for everything that you do. And I appreciate you for this beautiful time well spent. And thank you.
Oh, shame. All right, guys. We will talk to you guys soon. Is there anything else you guys have for me? Tell Brianna we're sending her book on tomorrow. They just got them in. We went to the store. Okay. All right, guys. Peace, love, and light. Mwah. Love you guys much. Is that one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Just 1 second. Yes, we'll get you tomorrow. What time? Marsha, we'll go in your inbox, okay? All right, guys. Love you much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.